Hello and welcome to Remay. Episode 3, and it only gets worse. Now, it's the worst, but alright, here comes another worst. With Disney, because this is Remay. Kinds of remake, not just Disney remakes, but going on with Disney and The Lion King. Yes, in their attempt to make everything like, oh, everything's gotta be so realistic, Disney pretty much ended up ruining The Lion King. Because they wanted to look realistic. But the problem lies in the fact that you already break the realism the very second you show animals talking. King. I mean, it's not like the Rafiki would just do what he does in the movie. In real life, he would be a freaking monkey. He wouldn't be those things because he ain't got no feelings, because he's a monkey. Okay. It's a freaking story about talking animals. It doesn't have to be realistic. But trying to make them as real as... Well, you're ruining it. But that's not the only way they ruin it. Yeah. Then there's still the fact that Scar is not nearly as good of a villain as he is in the original. And even though the film is just a scene shot-for-shot remake of the original, but still, there's just something about Scar that isn't as good as the original. Maybe it's because Scar, alright, remember, when he was a devious evil lion. Well, but kept on doing so anyway, like loves being evil. And he just, yeah. So charismatic, and a master manipulator. And in the new one, it's almost like seen by the dum-dum for not realizing that it's Scar, manipulating him. Because in the remake, Scar always sounds so pissed. Like he's gonna... or he almost always sounds like very pissed off. Or he sounds like he's gonna start goddamn crying. And that's not what Scar be like. That's not who Scar is at all. And also when Mufasa do help, like, Scar, brother, help me. Apparently they just didn't know what to do with the word brother, so they just completely... Because, yeah. You see what the problem is here? It's because brother, clear, right, he's a brother. And that makes his betrayal even more heart-breaking when he's his brother who does it. Now I just Scar, help me. So it doesn't feel not nearly as dramatic. Can I Feel the Love Tonight doesn't take place in the night or not even the early evening, but rather right in the broad daylight, which makes no freaking sense as to why it is called Can You Feel the Love Tonight in the first place. in the first place if it's taking its place in broad daylight. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and also, yeah, all the characters, maybe minus maybe Timon and Pumbaa, like shallow, hollow shells of them for their former selves. Zazu didn't feel like Zazu. He was just pretending to be the original Zazu the whole time. Like he. None of it felt natural, even though, which is ironic because it takes place in nature, but it still doesn't feel that kind of, natural. They're just pretending to be the original characters. And also that we have signs to prove that it doesn't look cool when you've got an actual bird instead of an animated bird, which of course leads to, as if the lions can talk, so realism is already ruined. Why do you want to ruin so many other things? Like, I mean, yeah. Remember how in the original song number, I Just Can't Wait to Be King. Yeah, the original has the advantage of being animated, so yeah. But the live action has the disadvantage of not being animated, so it just be so real. So even that doesn't feel in the original. Even that feels boring. Oh yes, when Just Can't Wait to Be King in The Lion King feels boring. You know you've screwed up. And then there's oh my fucking god, and then there's the Circle of Life. I don't know. Like TLDR, too long didn't read. By trying to be quote unquote realistic, just made itself more unrealistic when you have the realistic looking animals who do talk, so but they are talking, so but not emoting, so it just feels underwhelming. I don't know. Arguably one of the worst of the bunch. And there are loads of Disney remakes to review. So this is gonna get very rough. Gonna get very rough. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. It's already day 3. And there's like 4 to go. Oh my fucking god. But until then, remember to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and yeah. See you tomorrow, and the next one will be Mulan. Bye.